Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video to show you how to change the charging port in the OnePlus One. I'll include links in the video description for any tools that I'm going to be using during this process today, and any parts that I'm going to be replacing. I'll include links where I found them for the best price, so you can check them out there. So the first thing you want to do is make sure your device is powered off, and then you can use the SIM eject tool and make sure to remove the SIM card tray here. To start removing the back cover, what I found works really well. If you have like a screwdriver or something, and you can just carefully pry in here by the headphone jack just to get it started a little bit. The back will start separating a little bit right there. Then what we can do is use something like a plastic pry tool like this or something, and if you get started here, just keep working your way around. Sometimes the corners are the trickiest right there. So just keep working your way around. Then once you get close and you get these, usually the whole part comes off just like that. Next, what we need to do is use a tweezers or something and remove these little covers covering the screws. There's 2 down here and there's 3 up here. So we'll go ahead and remove those using a tweezers or something sharp to get them off. Next, what we will need to do is use a Phillips screwdriver size 000, and we're going to need to remove all these screws on the bottom and the top here. Now, all the ones that you removed, the plugs out here, the covers for the screws, those are different size, so make sure to keep them separate. I would recommend laying these all out in the order that you take them out, that way you know exactly where they go back. There's one screw up in this top corner that's covered with a white protective cover as well, and you want to pull that off and remove that screw as well. So there's 15 total. So next what we can do is use something like a screwdriver or something that you can pry with carefully. Right here in the headphone jack, just pry up carefully. If you can get it under there where you can get your fingernail under it and hold it, then if you can pry up with something carefully, and then this here will pop up, and then, excuse my hands, but you can just tip this up and it just comes apart like that. Just pry up down here and have this cover come up. If you take a plastic pry tool or your fingernail or something, go ahead and disconnect this connector right here for the battery. And then it works best for a plastic pry tool that I've found, because you don't want it digging in at all. But what you can do is, if you pry right straight under this middle connector right here, what you can do is just very carefully, it won't dig in if you slide as straight as you can. And it has some strong adhesive under it, but what you can do is just work this loose. And once this starts coming loose over here, it has the strongest adhesive on this side right here. This side isn't near as strong, so you want to come in from this side. And then you just want to keep working it. And then if I can show it here, down in here, it has some strong adhesive, and what you have to do is pry it certain far, and then you want to use your plastic pry tool and just cut the adhesive with that as you come along. And then as you get it all the way down, there's this white stuff right here, that's the strongest. And if you cut it with this, that works pretty good. And then this whole battery comes out just like that. Then to change the charging port, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to disconnect this connector and this connector. Remove this adhesive strip that's along here on the bottom. You can just peel it off. And then you can slide under this here, just stuck down with adhesive. And you can just pull up, just slide along. When you get down here, you may have to pry up under the charging port here a little. And then this whole part comes loose just like this. Reinstall your new charging port, just grab your port, make sure if it has any adhesive film on the bottom, you peel it off. Then start here and stick this down first, and then what I would recommend is go up here and reconnect these connectors next. And then you just stick this down where it wants to go the best along here. Then you want to go ahead, grab your adhesive tape and put it back down on the bottom here. Grab your new battery, set it down in there like this. Go ahead and reconnect this connector right here. Make sure it's pressed down all the way. So then what you can do is just grab this, set it down in here, just snap it in. Next we'll grab this cover, set it right down on here. Should just snap right in. And we'll go ahead and put all our screws back in here and put these plugs in, these covers, after you put these screws in. Next, go ahead and put the screws in the bottom here and these 2 plugs in after you put these screws in. To put the back cover back on, just grab your back cover, set it down on here, start at the top and work your way down around. Just make it snap in all the way. You can check your reveals all the way around and grab your SIM card. Put your SIM card back in and you're all set. Thanks for watching.